Hi, everyone.
So this few days, I released a few videos on history and what really happened in the world on Wing Chun. What do you guys think after watching that?
Well, after watching that, it's you can even see in history there is a big mess, and everybody has its own history, its own hearsays, and there is nothing which is trackable. So everybody seems to lie on history concerning Wing Chun, and nobody there you can see there's no education concerning history, and it starts with the history and continues on with other things like not knowing what momentum is, not knowing what really Wing Chun is, and all that stuff. And there you can see that it's really a mess in Wing Chun. So there is no education at all concerning that.
Yeah. And not just that, it's also nobody has the right historical information in addition to all the technical details that you mentioned, which are the education as well. So they are missing the history, the culture, and the technology.
Right.
I like the videos because they are, like Daniel also said, there are many stories they tell and about the history of Wing Chun, and now I have a better view how it went, and yeah, it was a lot of video, and I have to watch it again to really, and I have some notes, and it was very interesting to hear how it went and what the history is, and I really liked it. Yes.
So a question is, now you see clearly on one side is from Xi Xiaodong people exposed on what Bruce Lee actually do. Bruce Lee actually do not promoting Wing Chun, right?
Yeah.
Bruce Lee saying in black and white that Wing Chun and other traditional Chinese martial art is just a dry land swimming. The Chinese know it now, right? On the other hand, by evidence, those grandmaster, the top name grandmaster in Asia is attacking Grandmaster Yip Man in his book, attacking Wing Chun in his book, calling Wing Chun like some kind of bastard by evidence, right? On the other hand, people still keeping making movies on nonsense Wing Chun. So at least past 60 years, you lost time to develop Wing Chun. You just dry that thing up with all kinds of promotions. It's like a company. You use the company name to borrow money from all banks. And now the company is empty. Okay. And still people saying that I'm a traitor, all sort of stuff, get into the AI and everything. While you know in the history, like that guy in the forum asking, is saying that when I show the evidence of the Shaolin sword strike and the Qi Ji Guang, that's what they say. Oh, you guys couldn't even get the Yip Man's birthday correct. That is why I slammed them hard with that video. And now I share to everybody in the world about the salutation. You guys watch the salutation, right? Yeah. The fully salutation, that is the mark. So that's why I tell all the grandmaster, it doesn't matter who they are, shut up. Do you want me to tear apart or put down your style? If you don't do that to Wing Chun. In Asia, I don't know, people might give you face. In America, we don't give you face, okay? History is history. So for me, that is when I lost the trust of all these so-called grandmaster. First, they do not know what the heck they are talking about. Second, their heart is full of jealousness of Wing Chun and full of put down of Wing Chun. How is that a Sifu supposed to be? You want to talk about Mo Tak, Southern Shaolin? Shaolins belong to Buddhism. Don't bullshit me. I'm the grand student of Zen Patriarch Xu Yin, direct line. I know what it is in Zen. Okay. So for me, it is not right. What are you guys doing down there? Okay. Do you care for your culture, your ancestor and the value? That's why I want to start the new one in America. Because there are many people in the world, in the West, who care for their culture. Like the other day, you see Rose and Zhang Weili fight the second time. Disregard who win, who lost. You see the technology. Using the General Chi Guang's 4 momentum zone, you can analyze how they fight. They actually premeditatively, they plan which zone they want to fight. Tell me which so-called grandmaster be able to participate in that type of competition. Tell me, do you have the technology to fight in those kind of competition? I share with everybody. Chi Guang, you like it or not, if you use the 4 momentum zone to analyze the fight between Zhang Weili and Rose, you know where it is. You know their strength and you know how they want to fight. So, for me, it is a disappointment. The ancestor, like the Chi Guang and Shaolin and so forth, they behave proper. They have the technology. But then after that, all these people, what are they doing? And all this grandmaster from other Kung Fu. Okay, if you say Grandmaster Yip Man do not get his Wing Chun's history correct, then say so. Say, you know, I think he might make a mistake. And this is the evidence. Okay, this might be the thing. But without you even make clear of what is going on, you slam at him. I'm not from the Grandmaster Yip Man's lineage, but you know what? We need to look at people's sincerity and their heart. Look at the last article Grandmaster Yip Man made prior to his pass away. asking the reporter to clarify what is Wing Chun. You know, I want to tell you a story on this thing. In Buddhism, there's a story. So Buddha is people invite Buddha to go have teaching. So there's a lot of rich guy and king and whatever come to Buddha's place. And of course, they bring a lot of money and so forth, so forth, so forth, right? Today, right? And then there is this old lady. She only brought a small lamp light, you know, the oil lamp light, small one. So the Buddha go out and welcome her. So people asking, you know, so those are rajas. Raja mean kings and everything, come rich people. How come you go for this beggar woman who just bring the oil lamp, small oil lamp? So the Buddha said, all these rich people and king, what they contribute to today is just a small part of what they have. This lady donate everything she has. I'm not going to push on or attack Grandmaster Yip Man because he trying to straighten up Wing Chun with everything he have in the article. And what he say in the article, as well as show in previously in my article, link to Shaolin Sword Strike. Now, other people see it or not or whatever, that's their problem. But that show a sign that Grandmaster Yip Man knows something. Okay. So, I mean, nobody is perfect. Whoever perfect. But you know, his heart is meant for Wing Chun, right? And all this grandmaster have a big name and so forth, attacking something like that. What are you talking? That's why right now I show you in the Asia, the uniqueness of Wing Chun, the timeline of Wing Chun, the identity, including the full salutation. I slam down in the table and say, if you don't know anything, shut up on Wing Chun. Don't think that Wing Chuners is dead. We are not. We just don't want to being like flamboyant or anything. Okay. So this is the reality today. You want to talk about a system? Hong Seng Chai Lai Fat is a good model, a reference, because in Chinese history, in uniqueness, in the identity is very clear. Okay. So you want to use that type of reference standard to show who you are. So what I'm doing here is called damage control. If we don't do this damage control in America, what should we do? To let the entire thing collapse, make more movies? So this is how it is. It's time to open up. Those who want to live in the movie, let them live in the movie. But those who the martial artists, the Wing Chun descendant, who really want to know what is Wing Chun, they know what is the truth. And if you want to get into the the MMA technology, like Zhang Weili and Rose, now we see a pathway, isn't it, Daniel?
Yes.
Your uniqueness, what are you contributing to the MMA? We can say that now Wing Chun can contribute the short strike. Because in MMA today, short strike, that momentum zone is not mature yet. Right? It's not go down there and say, oh, this is Tan Bong Fok using in the MMA. Forget about it. We want to give the uniqueness. BJJ's uniqueness, you know, is takedown and ground fight. Western boxing is long range. Thai boxing is long kick. That's uniqueness. As what I always say, Thai boxing using round kick, Kyokushin using round kick, Taekwondo using round kick. So round kick is not a uniqueness. Get the things straight, okay? Uniqueness means that which zone are you best in? Or Chai Lei Fat have a uniqueness? Sure, it's a long fist, right? It's continued dynamic momentum flow with the recycling momentum. Look at how the Chai Lei Fat fighter fight. And look at how they train their set and exactly the set, their fight similar to their sets practice. People like to make movie like that movie Grandmaster. You go to a prostitution place, smoking, and then you have full of all those old stories, old ways of whatever dramatic stuff. Do you think that's martial arts? Is Shaolin supposed to be like that? Do you think Chi Chi Guang people will do this? Do you think those real martial artists in the past will do those? You go into the prostitution, you smoke, that means you are gone. Because you don't have your breathing handle. Even today's MMA player, before the match, what should they do? Should they go to those places when they are training hard? Will they do that? So you're not going to sitting in the prostitution place and then talk nonsense, okay? Zen, but no Zen. That's why I track all this with all these teachers. People want to talk about Zen. That's what I share. I'm the grand student of the Zen Patriarch Zhi. So I see it, okay? I see what is a real Zen. Don't BS me on Zen. I never want to using name or dropping name. It's because the teaching, remember the teaching of the Buddha on that old lady with the light?
Yeah.
That's how we treat people. And so all the so-called Shaolin grandmaster or whatever who wrote a book on Grandmaster Iman, put down Wing Chun and so forth, so forth. Sorry, you don't get my respect because you don't even have it. Why should I respect you? Can you go facing the Zhang Weili and Rose type of game? Do you have that standard? That is the standard of America. You like it or not? That's the MMA. Who's going to give you face in the game? So that's why I say what I'm trying to do is damage control. Without doing this damage control in America, what happened, you think? People is going to laugh at the Wing Chun left and right. Am I right? What do you guys think?
You're right. I mean, you know, if you don't present what Wing Chun is and clearly present what Wing Chun is, and how can, you know, it's not easy to face those people. So Wing Chun has its uniqueness, and that's what you are presenting in your videos the last few months and throughout the years. And if we want to be respected, so we have to be, you know, have to go the right way and not the way of you know, hearsays and tambong folk and all that stuff, which doesn't work in a real fight. So the uniqueness has to be trained properly and has to be developed and evolved, so we can give face to others. And if we start BS ourselves, how can we give face to others? And you're right to what you're saying.
You know why I share that salutation fully and explain to you, show you that the woman thing which you can track in the history, is because I cannot accept that people, the Asia grandmasters say, oh, Wing Chun or Wang Chun, it doesn't matter, it's just a name, okay? Like, who is your father? It doesn't matter. That's calling you bastard, okay?
Yeah.
As a Chinese descendant, I cannot accept that, sorry. That's why I show the full-blown salutation as in 1850s. I want those people to shut up once forever. The reason I don't share that before, like this clear, is because I don't want to get involved in who is more authentic. That's not my point. Who cares of who is more authentic?
Nobody cares.
But many people will use that as like, oh, I'm more authentic. I am more superior than you, and so forth. And then you get into Wing Chun politics. While you get into Wing Chun politics, the outside people eating you alive. Xu Xiaodong laugh at you. The others, Asian grandmaster, step on you. So it is the time that I need to show that, and that's why I said all Wing Chuners from America and the West who want to use that, use it, and you can message me. I show you how to put it in your practice. No way, you know, like sometimes people, Wing Chuners for past many decades, Wing Chuner fight, brothers and brothers fight together, fight each other. What is the point? The real people you want to face is from the outside, not inside. So right now, if I don't show that salutation, how can I defend Wing Chun? How can we defend Wing Chun? How can we defend like Grandmaster Yip Man and all other Grandmaster? You can. So right now I'm using what? The tripod. I get rid of the wooden dummy, and I prove to you the wooden dummy is not useful at all. Because it's always saying that, oh, your wooden dummy is still from this style, that style, that style. Do you know that tripod? This is the plum flower footwork. This is the plum flower footwork. Do you know that the tripod be able to apply all this plum flower footwork? There is purpose there. The reason why I brought in the tripod and the Red Book training band is so that this book, whatever is saying this book, now you can experience it within hours. if you have that tool. You just go get a tripod. You just go get a tripod, and then you just implement this. You just go to get the Red Bull training band, and then you just implement this and this. It is a technology transfer. We need to do it fast. So no point to fight each other in Wing Chun, because the enemy is not your brother. You being stabbed by other people is what I showed the other day on by evidence. So this is what it is. This is a new journey. A new journey for Wing Chun must start now. Like the other day, I showed the AI, the AI, the United States of America technology, Wing Chun technology, AI stuff. You think that's kidding? Yeah. Show that to the real AI people and see that's real or not. So we are that far. We know how to do it. So again, as what I said, all of this is education. Don't get into those lineage, this and that. You know that the history of lineage I show you just now. People make it left and right for their own advantage. Which they don't know is that they actually sacrifice the ancestor and Wing Chun by making up those stories. Like I show you, like people sometimes saying, oh, you know, like this guy, Tai Fa Ming Gam and everything. Like the other day I say, you know, you can hear the story of Tai Fa Ming Gam, Feng Xiu Cheng, and Liang Zhan, and all this kind of up and down politics and everything. Now I show you, how the hell is that happen? Is that true that Tai Fa Ming Gam teaching Feng Xiu Cheng? Feng Xiu Cheng is a Qing officer in the same period of time. Are you kidding? So that's why I say, if I am in the Xu Xiaodong side, do you still have Wing Chun alive, left? When I expose all this thing, think about the history I try to present is as an attack from the Xu Xiaodong side. What do you have left? So that's why I show you the timeline, the uniqueness, and the identity. Take it and run. Disregard of what lineage is too much screw up if you want to talk about, oh, my lineage. No, take the framework which is proven proper by the ancestor. Take it and run, develop further. Disregard of what is your lineage. There's only a way out. And stop making those nonsense movies, okay? Those are like opium. So what do you guys think? Raymond, what do you guys think?
No, I think it's very clear. It's important that we know how it went and not stories. They are not right, and they can. Yeah, I think the history has to be correct, and like you tell in your video, you put a lot of effort to find it out how the history went, and it's for me very important to know. So it's
because whatever we do not proper will backfire. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
And now it's backing fire now. You cannot close your eyes and still keeping making movies. And then you get all the Wing Chuners follow you on the movies, while other people is already attacking you and the thing already backfire. And of course, as what I said, There's no money and title involved here. I don't have school. I don't want to open a school. I don't have title. I don't want to be whoever grandmaster, which generation, whatever, heck, I care less. But I want to implement the entire education so that every Wing Chun school have a future, have a new journey, have a future. You have to be able to stand tall. In Asia, usually it's like, oh, this is the grandmaster. And because they are big grandmaster, whatever they say is the truth. So even Grandmaster Yip wrote that thing, you know, in the interview, try to clear out thing. How many people really raised that thing up for past 50 years? Still continue on the rumors of, oh, Wing Chun this and Wing Chun and Wang Chun and all this kind of thing. So right now I said all this by evidence with all this. Shut up. What we have here, you don't have, okay? So don't tell me about Wing Chun is from this style, from that style, from that style, from that style. It is here. By evidence in the history and science. And all those people is a duty for area Wing Chuners. Why do we want to screw up our Wing Chun brothers in the West? We like it or not, in the West, we are facing like the standard of MMA, like Zhang Weili fighting the Rose. That is how much level advanced there. Not watching a movie and get high. Right?
Yeah,
sad, right?
It's like drugs, exactly.
And those movie makers, are they responsible? They don't.
No.
So I point out all with this history, now it's in America, it's open in the entire world. What are you doing to Wing Chun? You say this Chinese culture, what are you doing to the Chinese culture? What are you doing to the ancestor? Like as what I said, right? I mean, like for example, the last interview of Grandmaster Yip Man, and he said, please tell other people Wing Chun is not Wang Chun, and so forth and so forth. Do you think he like to hear what is happening today on all this crazy stuff?
Of course not. Especially all the internal politics. It's so sad, yeah.
I mean, are you guys working together to make a better Wing Chun, or are you screw up the Wing Chun and still living in the dodo land when like a dodo bird, when other people is laughing at you, the Xu Xiaodong is laughing at you, and other star grandmaster call you Wing Chuners are scam artists? That's why I don't hold back. That's why I show the world, you want Wing Chun? Wing Chun is not dead yet. Okay? So people better watch out. It was destroyed in Cultural Revolution, doesn't mean that it destroyed in America. And in America, we always want to contribute to MMA. What can we contribute? What is the uniqueness Wing Chun can contribute to MMA? Only if you contribute, you have a part. People respect you because you have that part. You don't have to be #1 fighter in the world, but people know, oh, that technology, they have those type of technology. As for Chinese Kung Fu, you have the 4 momentum zone. You use that 4 momentum zone while you're watching Zhang Weili and Rose fight. See whether you'll be able to see things clearly. That is a 460 years technology, educations. Not keeping watching those Kung Fu movie, and the guy who make the Kung Fu movie don't even know what the heck's going on. So I know it's hard, it's a tough thing. But should I do it or should I not do it at this time? When you see everything is piled up already, from Xu Xiaodong side, from this Chinese the Chinese Kung Fu grandmaster side, and the young Chinese dig up all the thing. You want to see the truth, or you want to keep smoking opium?
Yeah, there's no time left. Time is very short, so it's crucial that change has to take place right now.
We lose at least 40 years where BJJ, Kyokushin, and everybody and Western boxing improve, develop. We're sitting down there like using our credit to borrow from bank, and then you live a luxury life, and suddenly 40 years pass, everybody look at it, oh my God. And then people, for the past 40 years, people keeping left and right saying that they are grandmaster this, grandmaster that. And oh yeah, Wing Chun is Wing Chun. White Crane Wing Chun is Wing Chun. The Black Flag Wing Chun is Wing Chun. Everything is Wing Chun. Tai Chi is Wing Chun. Internal is Wing Chun. What the heck is Wing Chun? And now you get swallowed alive by people outside. Am I right? I show you the evidence already. Okay, it's good enough for today. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.